Checking. Checking. YouTube is working, good. And posting here as well. Oh my god, stream collaboration settings. Add panel to stream manager. Don't really know what that does, but we'll possibly find out eventually. That's fine to have it down there by me anyway. Okay, that seems good to me. Righto. Reload the YouTube live stream interface. I'm so sorry about all this incredible delaying. It is extremely silly. That says I'm going, but also won't tell me any of the information about my stream, so I should have to trust that it is working. And now my instrument cluster is full of nonsense on YouTube's side and Twitch's side. It doesn't matter, we'll just go in, shall we? Okay. There we go. Here is the strat sheet. Very nice. And we can begin adding one in for the good campaign, I suppose. Quite easily. I need to condense some of these chats like last time. I didn't really have it condensed that well. So that's a shame. Evil. And there we go. Fantastic. Let's go and play a little bit of the Evil campaign before I just start stealing roots from everyone. Yeah, then we could pretty happily go and just have a little go. I've never really played the Evil campaign. We'll see what's what. Honestly, you can see I've done 2 levels. That's mostly, I think, yesterday I beat this one. Right, what have we got here then? Some interesting stuff in the quadrants of it. Okay. What have we got here? These units, I'm not really sure what they do. Interesting. Okay. We could begin with a classic faster than usual temper switch. Ah, I see they come onto your position, right? That's not really good for having cheerleaders. You probably want one sort of focused unit who can kill everything. Not that this won't work, but it feels like it might not be that effective later on. This is the same unit again over here who does the teleporty thing, I suppose. So maybe... we could have a couple of these guys. Are these people who put hexes, or is that actually what it is, or is that not true at all? See if Zeus can do any damage to all these people. Doesn't look like he's doing very much. Doesn't look like he's having much impact to me, so this could be interesting. Oh yeah, but he can take a little bit of a beating. Probably not. Probably not going to work out too well. Check that's working. Yeah, it appears to be working. Gotta have the big timer for clickbaity YouTube people. Well, no, it's just it looks like a more interesting speedrunning thumbnail, doesn't it? When you get that going. Because of these people at the edges, you need some kind of well, not necessarily a distraction unit, but basically a distraction unit, yeah. Have something like that, and then we can get ourselves a couple of these, couple of these. Oh, let's see. Pretty serious on health, these guys. I don't need a large number of these guys, actually. What we can do is maybe something like this. I would just get that makes it a bit difficult, a bit limited. Whatever. But you want to clear them up super quick, and that is certainly not too difficult with this. If it actually works, that'll be fine. But honestly, it will take me quite a while to come up with any strategies that would work without just referencing the current run, so we're going to do that straight away, I think. And as much as it would be fun to maybe just casually play through this, I don't think people really want to see that, so we'll have a look and see what CGF and various other people on the board have come up with prior to me. I think that would be best. So the first thing is a Reaper. Interesting. I thought Glitch was pretty fast on that, but maybe this is even quicker. Oh, because of the ability the Reaper has, I suppose you kill everything on one side first pretty quickly. They're all just standard old units, aren't they? So they'll die right away, won't they? Okay. That makes sense, I guess. And a Divine Arbiter. Wait, do the evil units get killed more easily by things from the good campaign, I wonder? It's a bit of a slapdash idea. Just take everything, that's the eventual plan, yes. I'm getting there slowly. I need to eventually take the challenge record back, which I don't like running at all. I think it's very unreliable, because you have so little money in that campaign. You have to use things that are not as likely to work, and that's the... I like consistency in this, and I sacrifice a tiny bit of speed for it very occasionally. Because I'm quite fast at clicking on things in this game now. I've played a lot of it, so I feel like I can sometimes beat people, even if I'm using something more consistent. But eventually you've got to switch to the best thing, if there's too much competition. Now, this is only the 3rd level. We're already a minute into the run? That seems crazy to me. This is quite extreme, isn't it? 3rd level, going with the bomb cannon. I can't help but think... I came up with a very similar approach to this without ever having really watched this run. I hadn't even verified it, I know. Thought for a second I might have verified it. No, I haven't, apparently. This surely can be improved a little bit. I mean, you're not dealing with that much money on this level, but... Is it? Wait, which level was CGF even on here? Scorching Void. Basically just a bomb cannon and a huge collection of these people? And then they teleport onto your position, is that right? Oh, I guess. What if we just got some gunslingers? Like this. Gave him a bit of protection. Or even better, we could have one gunslinger who's being protected. Or sorry, one gunslinger up here. And then give him 2 of these cheerleaders, and then he'll be even faster. But he's still got to walk over there, which is kind of slow. So maybe we'll think about that a bit more effectively. You know what we could have even better than that? Is we could have a barrel roller. I like that one a lot more with the ballista so far, but we could have a barrel roller at the back here. So what I'm thinking is we have someone like here, and then some. I wonder how many of these guys we can actually buy for this now. We can't get that many, can we? We can get a couple. And he's killed quite a few of them, honestly. I mean, that's not bad. And the AI can even take over this kind of... I would rather do it myself, personally, but... Barrel roller... Thing of these with 2 cheerleaders. And that could finish straight away. That's pretty good. I like that. Okay, so the first level... Let's get these down properly. I'm afraid it's going to be one of these streams again where I just work everything out very carefully. Reaper in, I don't mind that. I feel like it possibly might be a bit better to just use something else, but... Is it this going to be better, surely? Just you can put a storm cloud there. I guess if it kills the cheerleaders, it's not going to be better, is it? So we might as well use a Reaper. That seems like a good consistent enough idea. Exactly the money for it. You can stab them all immediately. Got him. And can go in for the kill here. So that looks good to me. I think we'll do that. Liking that strat quite a lot. And then what I'm going to do here is... What did I previously come up with for this? What happens if they put a hex on you or something, don't they? Okay, we can put something up here then, like the Divine Arbiter as CGF did. That seems good. This is a complicated one, but we'll do that. And we'll have something like that, and then we have something like that. If we're really lucky, we'll kill them all like that, but then if the bomb cannon... let's work out the positioning, come on. Right, if we put the guy right back here, then they'll come onto the bomb cannon and then they'll all die. Right, so... Is it a ballista with 1L or 2L? It's 2Ls, okay, that makes sense. That's how I have actually been spelling it the whole time, so it doesn't matter. And then this works pretty well. Basically just as quick as you can to kill these guys. Wait, hang on, what happened there? Why did that not work? Oh, there's one left, are you kidding me? That's slightly unfortunate. Is that going to happen every time? Oh, it's because maybe it's because this guy is too far back. You need to put him at the back. It doesn't have to be too far back. No, they still go for these guys for some reason. Why is that happening? That wasn't happening before. What? Ugh, I don't know. That seems really unfair. It wasn't doing that the first time. It just goes one per enemy, essentially, does it? I guess that's why you need more and more of these guys. Because they go... Do they go just as far back as possible until they're outnumbered? I think that's what happens, yeah. That is what happens. Hello, David Howell. I'm trying to work out this level right now. If you put this really far back, this is the cheapest unit you can get in the whole game, so this is not going to get better. It's annoying because it can kill them in one... Wait, is it the cheapest unit in the whole game? I think it might be the cheapest unit in the whole game. You need something that's cheaper that you can get lots of. Don't think it's going to work. Okay, well, in that case... We might as well just put them onto, like... No, that's going to work even less well. That isn't going to work at all now. Okay, well... Can I just try this and see if it continues to work, kind of? No, they definitely just die to that and then it doesn't work anymore. Oh, okay, well, we can just put a huge group of peasants, I guess. That should not have missed. It's not great, is it? And then I think the ballista is probably still a bit better. No, this is totally accurate battle simulator. It's the simulator version. I feel like I should get a unit that's better at fighting, but I can barely afford... How many of these units are there, the little ones that fly? Can we even tell? There's 6 on that side, and then there's 6 on this side. You need 12 or something, I suppose. to outmatch them. And then the ballista is really kind of too slow if you have more of that. So we need 12 for 6. We could get halflings. I don't know if they're any better at fighting. No, that's not what I want you to do, please. Thank you. Why are the peasants so cheap? Are they actually just rubbish? Or are the halflings? No, the halflings are worse. Luckily, some of these guys die in like one instant go, so... I wish that works, but it's not going to ever, is it? So, unless you use something even like worse... Oh, maybe I could... That's probably not a very good idea. And that explosion doesn't really deal enough damage anyway. Okay, we're going to have to go with a slightly slow one, I think, then. Looks a bit better. But there we go. Hello again, Anti-Gravity Sandwich. Thank you for the praise of turnings. That's all we need. That's all we need to be good. This is once again the second level with the Divine Arbiter. Do you really know why she's putting them so close to the cannon? Do these guys die to one hit from the cannonball? Like the regular cannon? Because the cannon is kind of the same price as the ballista, it's a little tiny bit more expensive. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't really use the ballista here. I think that's better. Right, Abysmal Storm. She's using a normal cannon with some cheerleaders, and that's... let's speed this up. Got the problem with the shadow walkers once again behind us. Oh, she's beginning with these levels down here. Is there a reason for that? Like, she wants to do the other ones later, or have they just changed it? I think I saw this problem yesterday, I just forgot about it until now. Presumably she eventually moves on to these ones, because they're just less consistent. Perceived as less consistent. I don't know why I thought it'd be in order. There's no, you don't have to do it in order. What is this strat? This is quite interesting. Now I feel lost, I don't know what to do. Abysmal Storm is way down here though, isn't it? Yeah, it's down here, this one, next one. But the Pits of Annihilation just doesn't do... Scorching Void. Did they just change the order or just actually go to the next one? Sorry, I haven't even looked at the run. This is appalling. I doubt that this is the best strategy, I just can't really believe. Then goes the Pit of Annihilation. Is that straight after that one? What? What? I don't understand. But at the start, this is clearly the same order. I'm not sure if I quite get this. I think casual play will have to be done here. They've got too many tricks up their sleeves, this faction. That seemed to work brilliantly well, that. Pit of Annihilation, that worked super well. Which of course is a 4th level, so just let me get that in. Five is Abyssal Storm, sorry. They're not Shadow Walkers, but we're not going to be able to have a hard damn time killing them. We'll just see if it works, shall we? Oh no, they do come into your faction anyway. Right, hang on. What we'll do instead then. We'll just see if this works here. I'm desperate for this to work. I don't think it's going to though, but that worked quite well. Then there's a Tempest Lich straight away. Oh, God. This looks appalling, this campaign. Don't know about this. Need some targets for the Lich's clouds, I guess, yeah, at least initially. Right, so hang on, we'll do this. It's 5 of them, okay. That worked rather well, I think. Okay, so we'll just, for Abyssal Storm, happy birthday Abomination, of course. I do remember from yesterday. Approximately. Anyway. Plus... Let me just see if this actually still works. PTTR themed, but that is not good. We do not want to do that. Surely that's a bad idea. Go down to 2030 and then just do... There we go. Wait a minute, what? Oh my god, this time they beat them so easily. That's not quite the right positioning. This guy needs to be really far back, I guess. Even then, he might not succeed, which is okay. We can deal with that. That works well enough. Does she now go into the thingy of destruction? Strike of destruction, yes. What is this strategy? I'm not sure. Oh, Divine Arbiter again, but with bait. Fair enough. That looked like it worked very well, so I don't imagine there's any point in changing it. Once again, elevated ground. And then we choose some squires. Put some bait for every single person, and then we just kill them all. Oh, hello. So, what was that? Divine Arbiter plus 5 cheerleaders or something? Yeah, peasants are the cheapest unit. And I should use them as bait there, but actually the squire holds them up for quite a while, so I think the peasants will just dissolve instantly. And I might be in some trouble with the Divine Arbiter. Well, what would actually be in trouble is the cheerleaders are behind the Divine Arbiter, and then he becomes a bit useless. Still got the power of God, though. But I was actually an interesting question I was trying to answer a moment ago about that. I was trying to work out if I could afford to do a barrel roll by getting a cheap unit, but they are the cheapest unit. There's no number of them, I need many more of them anyway. So for that one we need to put a Divine Arbiter. Can you beat Towers of any peasants? Yeah, definitely, because if you just... well, not definitely. I think you probably could, because you can just control a unit and make them stand on the edge of something. I don't know, I'll come up with an example, because it's quite funny to showcase this. I did it both times I went to ESA, because it's so entertaining, this. There are a couple of harder challenge levels. This one you've got $100 and you have to beat 2 guys that cost $100 each. But you can just sort of like put them in the water and then stand here and not move, and they will just fall into the water by themselves. And you can do this with most levels where there's something that will kill the unit. So you can kind of beat this game with however much money. You can kind of beat every level with any amount of money. But for example, this one is a bit harder because the mammoths have got to walk through there. But it is possible that I could just stand very close to the edge and then eventually they would all walk off. But this is obviously very, very slow. We don't really do this ever. Only that one adventure level is really the only time. And this might not work, of course, if they hit me. We've got to be very careful. Can I get around the edge here? No, I think this is too flat. And, you know, eventually it might work, but it's a question for a slightly clickbaitier YouTuber than me. Can you beat tabs with one knight or one halfling? Can we go... Oh, can we walk along? No, we can't... Wait, we can get down here? Oh yeah, you can definitely do it then. Because we just need to walk around to this area by the actual edge, and then hopefully they'll just walk off the side eventually, I suppose. I mean, they're bound to, right? Surely. Be careful to not fall off here. Obviously the AI would fall off pretty quickly. Can we get down onto these white thingies? Maybe we can. Let's try. This probably won't work. No, I can't quite stand on that. If you really wanted to, I think this is possible on mostly every level, but it's quite tedious to try and do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I can't stand on there. I think it's got no collisions. Maybe there's a position on the map you could do it. But I think a lot of levels you can probably beat like that. I don't know precisely. I think a lot of them you could, though. This is such an annoying setup for all of these. Because they're all too hard. Fundamentally, I suppose, aren't they? Divine Arbiter. These guys aren't so much ranged characters, so you need a little bit of bait in the centre, I guess? Is that what happens if you don't have that? You just die immediately? Yes, that is exactly what happens. Okay, that's fine then. We will just put some bait. Oh, that's for the liches. Okay, that makes sense. We'll just put 2 guys down and do that again, that's right. Oh, come on. Wait, where do the teleporty people come from? Where do the is these guys back here? So we could do some guys further back, possibly. That worked quite well. Not perfect though. You can see this level is not really... None of the game is designed for speedrunning, but this level particularly is not designed for speedrunning. Wait a minute. Is this going to be... Yes, that's a problem. That's because the guys I put down here. Okay, we won't do that then. We'll just put a few more people at the front. Edges like this, maybe. Something like that. I can even put a knight just on the Divine Arbiter and then he might live. That's what I did. Oh no! I forgot about the lich ahead of me. Where are the last people? There's someone back here. What on earth for? Ah, because it forces them to go... Oh, I don't think that's a very good way of doing it. And we'll just put... Hang on. Put a couple of people up here, like there. Oh, come on. There we go. Right, that seems to work quite well. Level 6 we did something similar. It's basically the same approach for both these are, but you need a little bit of bait on all of them. Make sure you haven't got too little left to get yourself some pretty decent support here, of course, as well. That seems alright to me. Squires, bait on all enemies plus sure reapers. And on the Arbiter plus cheerleaders. Good, that seems good to me. Just check that that works again. I'm just concerned that it won't. Oh, down there again, damn it. Must be the last one, surely. No, it was them. Right, that was a bit ridiculous, but we got them in the end. I don't think there's another Divine Arbiter. This is just another Divine Arbiter. If it does work rather well on this kind of level, I suppose. It's pretty effective. That was very effective. So, I would love to leave this particular map behind. I think we only do that in 2 more levels, then there's a complicated enemy to kill in a minute, so presumably we don't just stick with the Arbiter forever, because so far I feel like I could do the first few levels a bit quicker than 4 minutes, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. It looks like the Divine Arbiter. No, it's actually... This is actually an explodey cannon. I suppose if you're just dealing with enemies in that area, that would actually make a lot of sense. You get 1,500 worth of squires. Works a treat, that does. Brilliant. Then Squire's bait on complicated set of strategies for the first one. It's going to take me a minute to learn all of those, I suspect. So I apologise if that is difficult. How many levels does this campaign actually have? It's 12, 24, that looks like 32, which is exactly the same as the good campaign, so you'd expect it to take a similar amount of time, but 13 minutes this one, this current record stands at. This looks a bit more straightforward. It did, until the incredible amounts of bait came through. I suppose you could use a lot of peasants for all of this stuff instead, couldn't you? Surely. Those guys just die immediately. There's no point in having them as squires. I do know why it's this shape, though. That makes a lot of sense. Are there teleporty people on this one? That will be a very annoying thing to happen. Oh yes, there are a lot of them. But you actually want them to die when they're behind the cannons. We'll put loads of squires down. And they will have no problem. Oh no, what the fuck? The cheerleaders don't want to do... They aren't interested in doing it on the cannon? Are you kidding? Oh no. That's such a weird problem to have. You want a lot of enemies that, a lot of people that can actually just kill them quickly, just in case. 11, number 11 out of 32. We're getting along quite well, I suppose. Oh, it's one of these circles again. Does it have to be a circle? Just devout gauntlets is what the plan is here. This is interesting. A lot of ranged people here. I think this could be improved with Shadow Walkers immensely. But they are quite expensive. Not them. Oh, that does not work at all, because the bone mages just kill them instantly. Damn. Oh, it worked a lot worse the first time. I don't really like inconsistent stuff, but it's not fast either, so let's just investigate this devout gauntlets idea. I don't know about that. Surely this doesn't work. My gosh, it actually does look like it works really well. I just don't think you can possibly need to place in that as precisely as CGF did, but it probably helps the consistency a little bit. I'll try that a couple more times. I'm not convinced that that would ever work again, but maybe it does. You need to be right at the edge, otherwise there's no chance. No, that didn't work at all that time, did it? I think they will get the job done because there's no more bone mages, but no, the spear throwers could give them issues here. This is not that good. They need to be right at the edge. I'll do my classic strategy of barely placing them correctly, that's all. There we go, that might be better. If you spread them out enough, then the bone mages struggle, obviously, as they should. But then the spear throwers, I mean, they're missing here, but they don't always miss. Okay, that isn't too bad. I quite like that. Okay, unless there's enemies in this cave, this should be super easy. No, there's nothing. Alright. There's a lot of people with ranged weapons, but it's not enough that it's going to be a concern. Surely nothing else more complicated than that has been used. Regular cannon again, interesting. That is possibly better on this level, actually, because it... Well, you're only sacrificing one cheerleader for having splash, which is pretty useful. But then I would want to have the Huacha, like over here. Those are quite expensive. That might not be a very good idea. I don't know. Specifically for the mammoth. Then have the bomb cannon take down the rest of them, but then it doesn't really fire quickly enough to do it. Okay, that doesn't really work. No, that's so quick. That's perfectly fine, I think, as that, isn't it? Bomb cannon cheerleaders. Okay, we've done 12 levels out of 32 now. Well, at least I've got first sub 14 hype. That is pretty cool, actually, at the time. I hope that I can improve on this a little bit today. No guarantee that I will be able to. Of course. That looked like it was fairly straightforward, didn't it? Oh, they're all in a centre. Really? In fact, they're all so condensed on that area that you could definitely just have a bomb cannon again and it would give you crazy splash damage. But it is expensive, so we get that. And then the potion sellers kind of come in and it messes you up a bit. Oh no, the cheerleaders are all dying. Do you know what would be even better than that? Is just having a bunch of these guys. These need to be further back. I'm hoping the potion sellers go for the knights if we do that. They very much didn't there. So these need to be even further back, which means they're probably not going to be that fast. Why do they throw them automatically onto the dragons? That's not helpful. No, I don't know. Maybe we could go with something a bit cheaper then, I guess. Maybe we should go with the 2 cheerleaders and cannon. Are you serious? They automatically, just, even if they're way out of range? Okay, that seems to work. What is the best AoE unit in your opinion? Wait a minute. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry if if I'm being really thick here. I don't quite know. Raptors, we never could see them in a run, or Raptor Riders, no less. Favouring the regular cannon a lot in this campaign. There's Raptors just take out these people that easily. That's quite remarkable, isn't it? That makes a lot of sense, though. Because you don't get much money in this campaign. It's quite annoying. I feel like I can just kind of come up with better stuff, but I can't really. This is not. None of this is really better. Doesn't have a great chance to kill the birds at all. Oh, area of effect. I thought that was a mod you were talking about. I do know the abbreviation. Arguably the Scarecrow, because he has these projectiles that just kill one unit, but that's not really area of effect, I suppose, even though they cover a big area, is my thinking. Thank you, Biggest Mush, for a nice stream. The best area of effect, I think maybe the dragon, because the dragons are only 1,000 money. Sorry, stretching. This is a tedious process. They only cost 1,000, the dragons, and they give you this massively difficult to defeat. Like, unless you can kill the people holding the dragon, and the AI never go for that, they always go for the dragon itself. As a player, you can of course go for the people holding up the dragon, but if the dragon is very weak, it's like glass cannon almost, but yeah. I don't know. Yeah, those people aren't going to... That's quite annoying. That's quite annoying. This is all too expensive to consider using. I could use Raptor Riders, I don't see why we wouldn't, I guess. But then we're all... Oh, I don't know. Don't they just get murked by the crows? Why do they not just get killed to bits? I don't really understand that. You get 4 Raptor Riders. Is that really enough to stop it before anything happens? I feel like this cannot be that consistent of a strategy. I don't really believe it. I'm willing to give it a couple of goes, though, certainly. Very impressive looking idea. Jesus Christ, no. The Raptor Riders. Wait a minute, oh, come on. Why is... let me just put this cheerleader on this side. Money is so damn limited in this one. That works pretty well. Okay. I don't have a problem with that one. I can't think of anything better immediately. Cheerleader on the right side as well is important enough to remember. I think that will make it more consistent personally. Raptor Rider sound like a thing from Nigel and Marmalade. What on earth is that? I feel like I never know what people are talking about in this. There we go, the Raptor Riders seem to be pretty good. This looks pretty standard, this one, I'm afraid, yes. In some ways I do like these strategies, in some ways I don't like these strategies of just using a bomb cannon all the time. And cheerleaders, because it's obviously very consistent usually when you break it out, but it is also very boring and you just have to click a lot. And really the AI isn't as good as the player at doing this, which is, I suppose, a nice redeeming feature. It makes the run more consistent if you're better. Removes a bit of RNG and all that, so that's nice. This, oh, you know what we're going to do here? I think this is already pretty clear. 2 Shadow Walkers, and the rest of it is straightforward. Unless the Knights get in there too quickly. I think they get in a bit too quickly, actually, for this to be a viable strategy. What we could do is put them really far over here. That's kind of crap, but I think we'll do it. Gives them a brief distraction. I like that. I don't know if that's what CGF has done at all. Raptor Riders again. I guess they go in there and make a bit more chaos. I think I'd prefer to put it on the left-hand side, even though it's harder to aim. It's a funny short-form series. Okay. Yeah, I prefer to put them over here, I think, probably. If we're going to do that. Which is a good enough idea, I don't see a problem with this at all. The Raptor Riders die quite quickly, actually, don't they? They might live for long enough that the archers aren't quite dead set on going for them, so we might do that. That seems good. 16, good, very nice. And there we are, we've got up to the later levels. I can see what this is going to be already. I thought it would be a lich, personally, before it was fixed, before it was broken, rather, by landfall. They'll just come up that one alleyway. Is there anything ranged in there? Oh, there's a bit of ranged. Little bit of ranged. Maybe that won't work then. I think the Minotaur will prove to be too difficult for the dragons as it normally is. Yeah, that kind of screws it up a bit. Oh dear. I mean, surely. What's nice about the cannon is it's a bit like in between the ballista and the bomb cannon. It gives you fairly refined shots, but it's a bit cheaper. but it still can kill a bunch of stuff at once. And this seems to be fine as well. I might just leave it at bomb cannon because I'm a bit more used to pressing it. It'll probably save a little bit of time on menuing, I think. I think it should do anyway, shouldn't it? What are we looking at here? That's to distract the Zeuses, I presume. Which is fair enough. That's not bad at all. Put them there, they'll go very far back, won't they? So how much do those be? 1,500 worth or something? Zeus has just killed their own men immediately. That's not very good, is it? I'll do that. Strategies for this are more complicated so far than the good campaign from the other day. Oh dear me. Oh, I've been having problems with my breathing recently. This is tedious. There we go. Very simple strat for that. Looks like we're dealing with exactly that again. For number 19. Okay. Oh, let me guess. Corner bomb cannon, perhaps. Yes, that would make sense on Dynasty. Dynasty's levels are a bit frustrating because you're meant to set up something complicated to beat them and vast, and it goes everywhere. But actually, the cannon can do so many of them in so many of the campaigns. It is quite ludicrous, really. Bomb cannon cheerleaders again. As goes the ending of most of the campaigns in the game. Oh, it's not that far through, actually. We've got loads of levels still to go. Oh, this is an interesting one. Lots and lots of radiant glaives as we are being used here. Quite a lot of enemies. Are they none of them ranged? Gosh, a lot of them survived on both sides. How surprising. But you get a lot of money on this one. There's an ice giant, I suppose, is probably possibly the reason. Whoop, hang on. So many on this level, Jesus. Is that the Monkey King over there? Dear me. It's a bit early to be breaking him out. I suppose there's not very many Dynasty levels, are there? There's only 2, I think, on this campaign. As you'd expect. We're going to tackle the spooky levels at some point, aren't we? The spooky map. I don't know, Oriental. What's the name of these houses? I don't know, there is a proper name. Oriental Dome areas. Make it so difficult for us. Okay, so. The temptation to use a Da Vinci tank on this one. It won't work, will it? Let's be fair. It never really works that well. It's kind of cool, I like it, but. It's remarkably weak. If you just kill Da Vinci, it just dies. There we go, as you can see. You know, a mace spin it would be interesting on this. I don't think he's going to have enough time to spin up. Despite that, though, we've got to try. I'm going to give it a try because it looks kind of like it might be a funny idea. It's obviously going to take a bit too long. So what's the idea of using loads of radiant glaive? Does that actually kill most of these units? I find it so hard to believe that would kill so many other units, but... All of those guys at the back, the archery people, balloon archers die, don't they? So that does make a lot of sense. That's really clever. Whoever came up with that, genius. Inner circle, good, got that now. 24, wait a minute, which one was 20? Bomb cannon, so that's, hang on a minute. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, 19 to 22. 19, 20, 21, 22. Should all be bomb cannons. 23, yes. Oh, but these ones all use... hang on a minute, they aren't meant to use those ones all the time. Yeah, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is meant to use that one. So I've got something wrong somewhere on here. I think I've mislabeled something. That's a little bit worrying. I hope I've not got any issues with that. Generally speaking. No, 16 is meant to be this one, and this one is meant to be on 17. Oh no, my notes sheet, no one can actually see this, but it's basically just completely wrong. That's quite worrying. So where have I got it? Where have I missed out a level? 15 is using the Raptor Riders here. No, 16 is using the Raptor Riders, that's fine. 15 is using a very conventional bomb cannon, I think. And then it was 14 using something a bit more interesting. That was using a cannon, 1 cheerleader Raptor. Yeah, that's all fine. Not a distant mistake to make then, I guess. That's annoying because I got a lot of that wrong now. Hang on. Cheerleaders. So 17 uses a bomb cannon in the lower corridor, does it? 34, 36, 17, yes, indeed it does. Shadow Walkers on that one, yes. Regular. No, this is the bottom left corner one, so I need another one in here that's regular. And that one is not quite right. For this one, it needs to be just a normal bomb cannon with cheerleaders again. Right, I fixed that error, sorry. At least I'm on level 24 now and it's not... At least, yeah, we're at a level further ahead than I thought anyway. It's not too bad. Surely that's just a bomb cannon. Nothing there would mean you couldn't use it, surely. Oh, a bit of a distraction with the Raptor Rider, okay. I don't know why you would really bother with that, to be honest. I would maybe consider getting Shadow Walkers for this one, just because there are people back here who are going to be a real problem. Put, like I don't know, about 7 of them down, as I've just put down. But really, it might just cause more problems than it solves. I don't know, I need to get the Jousters first. There's only one Jouster, is there? Okay, good. That seems better. Okay, hang on. 7. good. That's going well. So that would work pretty well. I'm quite happy to sacrifice a couple of cheerleaders for more Shadow Walkers to make it extra safe. Kill the Jouster first. I might even write that in there. There's another one where you've got no space. I don't really understand why they keep doing this. Only a few more to go now. I see why you might have some Shadow Walkers here actually, but I can put this way further back to give us more time to think about it. Just got to turn it around really quickly, which is not too bad. Oh, wait a minute, it's really bad. Because the cannons don't work quickly enough. What we need in that case is a couple of distractions up front, like this guy and this guy who are way wide. Oh, they still go for that, interestingly. They just shoot straight ahead immediately. That is really unhelpful. I don't know why they do that. CGF gets quite lucky not to be killed by that. Personally, that's what I think is happening there anyway. Wow. It's alright, Abomination, don't worry. You can always resubscribe, but it's kind of a bit ridiculous price considering how much I actually can receive of it, which is... yeah, so don't worry. There is no problem. I don't really want to have to use something dumb at the point of this. Hello, Reality 1133. Just trying to work out something for this level at the moment that doesn't get me killed straight away. Maybe if we just continue with the Shadow Walker idea. Hang on. Such a weird amount of money there. Do I play Roblox? Not really, no. I have a Roblox account. Certainly don't want any Robux, no. And I suspect this is a scam, but there are people who will fall for it, so keep trying. I don't know. What do you mean I'm dumb as hell? That's so mean. Give it to Braun, dude. Yes, Twitch account created August 18th. Very legitimate, yes. Oh, for fuck's sake, Bron, what you doing, man? Don't lead them on. Oh, god damn it, dude. Thank you, Bron. Thank you. As funny as it would potentially be. It's hard to say whether that's just a real person doing everything manually or not. It's quite interesting, isn't it? You're dumb as hell. Pretty serious reaction, isn't it? I mean, one thing, right? No, if it's a genuine offer, right? Why the fuck would you announce it in Twitch chat? Exactly. It's so weird. Why would they come onto a tab stream? I'm so confused. No, if it was genuine, I apologise. But I really don't need 100 Robux. 100k Robux? Yeah, that's excessive, isn't it? It's like, maybe they're too aware of what to do on Roblox. But also, you wouldn't offer it if I did that. I don't really play Roblox. That's weird. I'm sorry, I'm not sure about what to say there. This is bothering me a lot, this one. I don't really know what to suggest, because they just go for whatever is at front. What we're going to do is this. Boom, 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 boom. And then we're going to get Shadow Walkers at the back. I'm going to do that. And then we're going to do this. And then we should have a working... I'm going to put it around that way. God damn it, tabs. Stop doing this. This level is just silly. And I still get hit by a cannonball. What? Oh my god, this level is appalling. There's got to be some way of doing this more consistently. What if we just... Do they still go for this area if you just put a billion Shadow Walkers? Yep, they still fire straight ahead. These guys are obviously not going to be able to kill many of the captains, so I don't think this will work very well, but we'll just try it out. Is Mr. Beast undercover? It's interesting, I wonder why you'd offer Robux, because it's just like a harder to track, easier way to scam children, isn't it? Really? But surely there aren't any streamers that will fall for that. Maybe they're thinking of their chat more than anything. That's why he was so keen to go on to prom. By the way, obviously it's not legitimate. I'm joking completely. There's literally no chance of that I'm aware of. Possibly. It could be, no. You don't get very much money for this level, either. You get 5,000. If this could rev up, it would be brilliant for this level, I think, but I don't think it's going to have time to do that, is it? So, let's just see. Perhaps if I leave it in AI hands, it'll have a chance. No, it still just dies immediately. The cannons... I'm going to put it off to the side somewhere. And even then, it might suffer a bit, I don't know. Put it here. No, they still all aim for it. Why do they... What? That is so ridiculous. And then it just sometimes misses. God, I don't like this level at all. Gone Shogun. No, he's dead instantly. Good. It's this first shot from the cannons that's almost impossible to resist. Yeah, I don't know. Got some sort of complicated couple of people there. Couple of people there. Just have to hope we don't get hit by it, I suppose. This is one of those levels you really can't plan for. That is so rubbish. I'm just going to write down on my sheet. Complex. Load of people. I'll remember it. Don't worry. This one, we can place them anywhere we like. Which seems a bit overpowered. But they're facing away here, I see. That still doesn't seem very difficult. So usually I've chosen to put them on the ship there, I say. That feels a bit more dangerous to me because if you just kill the people with Pirate Man and quickly enough, you'll be alright, won't you? Surely. I'm going to go for it at the top there. Right, 5 more to go. Swordcasters. Oh, thank you for the posture check. My finger is hurting now. This is the problem with doing bomb cannon so much. So much firing to be done, to be doing. It's awful. Does that kill all of them straight away? Yes, it does. Right. In that case, I think Avoid Monarch is a genuinely good idea. Just see how they get on. Ugh, they die instantly. Let's see if I can maybe turn around or something. No, they can't turn around in time, for God's sake. I don't mind the bomb cannons there. Do you plan to run PTTR full game % any time in the streams? Well, if I get a good beneath run, I might jump into it, yeah. But it's not, you know, it's kind of, I might as well run beneath first, and then if I haven't been streaming for 3 hours by that point, I'll say, right, jump into full game straight afterwards. think beneath is certainly the longer part of that run, so you've got to start with it anyway. Obviously, it's the longer part of the run. It's the more inconsistent part of the run, as well, as you know, as everyone knows. That's obvious. Sorry. We've got a lot of money on this one. We could do something kind of cool. But I can't think of anything. Oh, I want to use a Da Vinci tank so much, but it's never going to work. We could maybe we could do. Will that work? No, the Shadow Demons... Oh, they did actually get out, but they're not going to be able to kill the Swordcasters in time, are they? This bloody useless big tank thing. Yeah, after Beneath PB, you have a good chance. I should have probably had a try on the last time I was running Beneath, but I felt very tired by that point, and I sort of, it crossed my mind as I was looking at the credits, and I thought I've already lost about a minute. Maybe I should just not bother today. Even though a minute's not very long in that category, it's still... I just thought I'm tired. But I'll not do it right now. But, anything else other than this unit? Void Monarch... And a wait a minute, is that two no, surely not. Can't afford that. It's a Deathbringer here and a Void Monarch here, and I do understand why, actually. That's quite clever. Put a barrel roll here to give him a head start. Okay. I suppose you can't really influence this one that much because you can't move them around a lot more quickly. Is this consistent? I think they're obviously going to win there. There's only two people left, but can they really do it every time, do we think? That person's already dead this time, even though there was a good bit of head start for him. Maybe he doesn't need that so much. Oh, is my stream still working? Yeah, it is, okay. Seems to be working anyway. OBS decided there was going to be a disconnect at that particular moment. Just briefly. Bloody hell, is this the Void Monarch? That's not how I remember it. No, that's the Deathbringer, I see. No, it doesn't work. Let's see if AI can get on with it, maybe. Not at all. How the bloody hell did this person survive in this run? It's just ridiculously lucky. Well, not necessarily, it's probably very skillful. Ugh. So annoying. You know what? This might work. If they can live for long enough. Oh, I forgot how useless they are with shields. There's a shield, no chance of beating them ever. Just try that again. That looked like it might have worked for a second there. Hang on. They take so much damage from these initial guys, but they're so important. You know, can't afford any more people beyond that. Okay. Because these are so quick, these attacks. If they just... Oh, the shields are such a nightmare. Why are they having such problems? There's only a couple of guys with shields that come in right at the end. Oh, this has got to be a good strategy. Surely that's going to work. Surely that's going to work. Do you know what I've just realised? I don't think the barrel roller actually matters that much if you're using a glaive, because... We might be able to get away without it. Because the glaive kills these people so quickly. Or it's meant to. Oh my god, hang on, I've had an even better idea. This might not work. Sometimes Zeus is so cracked at killing these people. He's lost all the cheerleaders, but I think he might still have a good chance of winning it. You know, if we put the cheerleaders... Oh, I can't put them any further away than that, really. Just split them up a little bit. He just kills his own cheerleaders so quickly. Splitting them up doesn't really help a lot. He looks like he might be in trouble of dying there, yeah. Oh no. So look at that one, was so close to working. How much money do we have left over? Nothing really. We could use the glaive as well as Zeus. It probably has no impact until right at the end when the glaive is... It helps with the speed. No, that doesn't work either. Okay. No, these guys have shields. That's the problem. We did used to have cheerleaders banned, but we realised that it made the run more or less RNG based if you allow them in, because it meant you didn't use so many strategies where you just let the AI take over. You could use artillery and shoot it and everything. But there is an unrestricted category on the leaderboard, which is where you can use the bug DLC type thing, and you can just like use a controlled arrow that explodes to kill everyone, and there's no cheerleaders in that really. So that's available to run if you want. Actually, not very many people have run that at all. I think these ones are seen as a bit more prestigious and old. I don't know. Or maybe people just aren't interested, I'm not sure. I think they're good categories. I'm not really that interested in running them, though. So they get the swordcasters quickly enough for this strategy to kind of make sense. Oh, yeah, kind of. I like that strategy. I think I'm going to go with it. Just 4 more to go now. Oh no, sorry, 5 more, technically. I'm very careful, I'm very methodical. It may take an hour and a half, but we want to get there. Want to get everything right. People coming upstairs with bomb cannons is never fun. It's so silly. But at least it's somewhat consistent. That kind of kills some of them. The one with the bloke. Wait, was that actually what killed them? Yeah, it did actually rather well there. Does that still happen if we don't shoot him? Now, if we do shoot our man, then he blows up. That actually works quite well. Do that then. We'll have that. '29, on the other hand, is a Western shootout, and it uses the most boring strategy ever, but it has some bait for some reason. Is there a gunslinger here or something? There are gunslingers. Certainly do want some bait in that case. Right, we'll get 1,000 worth of these guys. Up front. In the distance we go. There we go, that's very straightforward. Well done, whoever came up with that. Why am I getting so many bonus notifications? What's going on? Oh, that's so annoying. It doesn't sub. Oh. I'm looking at FPL now. Sorry, that's irrelevant to the stream. I'm going to need a couple of practice runs to get this, I think, before I just jump into attempts, because there's a lot of very complicated strategies in this. Not quite as many really complicated ones as there were in the good campaign. I think some of these are actually a lot simpler, but even so, could really do with having a more careful look at some of these. Sorry, I keep minimizing all my tabs. So this one's up here. Good, that's the sensible one, yes. This one looks extremely straightforward. It's another Wild West level that's not particularly creative. Just go far enough away, then there's no way they can hit you in time, surely. Even if they're on a horse. Or if they're a horse person in this game's case. And we're back in the final Legacy campaign level. Surely this is not a complicated one. They may use barrel rollers, but that's not really that much of a threat at that distance. I don't actually know if that's the strat CGF has chosen or the previous person has chosen. I can only imagine it is. I think even letting the AI have go on this might be a bit more effective, but you really need to be further away than that, otherwise you'll have problems, I think. Mostly okay. Oh yeah. And then we want bomb cannon cheerleaders on number 30, and then number 31, bomb cannon cheerleaders. Far away, bomb cannon cheerleaders. And the final level, I can only imagine that we are using the same thing again, which is a bit boring, but it's okay. Could do something a bit more entertaining for this, surely. It's like a Roman cart that you used to have in this game. That was great fun. I like that unit a lot. Surely a Gatling gun will take these guys down. No, it can't rev up in time. Oh no, hang on. No, go for the people. Oh, you fool. That's not worked. Can we afford a tank on this one? Just hypothetically. Just hypothetical. Choo-choo. Oh, this is not really effective. I think we are actually slower than the horse and archers. That's a bit worrying. Oh no, we're losing all of our infantrymen. Oh gosh. Die, sir. Hit them with full speed. A tank, come on. A tank? Why are they not dying to this? What's going on? No, obviously the bomb cannon's better. In fact, I would go so far as to say that leaving it to the AI is probably possible on this last one. Oh, I want it to be funnier though. I want to do something funny with it. It's not really possible to do something funny with it. Wait, have they fixed the Watcher? Oh, they've made it worse in every way. They used to be able to just fire arrows constantly. Yeah, they just get stuck in the air now. That's a huge shame. That was really funny before. Go on, bomb cannon. I'm sorry. Are you serious? What is happening? Is this because of the cheerleaders not being too far away? Gosh, dang it. Oh, foolish game. The automatic targeting, it just keeps missing them for me. There we go. And we need another bomb cannon and cheerleaders far away. Not bad. God, that ended very quickly, didn't it? Bloody hell. Okay, I think that's about it. We can now try and do... Oh, for God's sake. My finger hurts a lot because the past 2 days I've been trying to do all these. I don't want to give myself too many problems in the future with that, but here we go. So, first of all, we need to do a repeat. The start of this is remarkably straightforward. In fact, you can let the AI take care of this level pretty much because it's you know, they just have to do the stabbing implement thing on this guy, don't they? That's fine. Okay, Divine Arbiter cheerleaders on Upper Bridge. We can do that one. The only problem with letting the AI take the reins with artillery stuff is that they don't try and kill people at a distance. Really, you can't make them do it. It does really, otherwise it would be super easy to just sit back and the entire run you could just mess around with things, but it's not possible. Okay, so this is the one that it's different in our runs. I think they might have updated the names, or at least the progression of the different levels. Is this one the one where we needed to put loads of peasants in? We can only afford this and the 2 cheerleaders. We can afford a hell of a lot more, but we should probably buy these last then, I guess. Oh, come on. I'm aiming directly at them. What more does it want from me? If we're ignoring the barrel roller, we could actually buy slightly more expensive units back here. I don't think there's any much point in getting much more expensive things. I wonder if squires could do it. 6 squires seems a bit optimistic, but... Yeah. Oh no, we need numbers, of course. I've forgotten completely all about that. No, it has to be the peasants. Otherwise, they all just go and kill the artillery piece and the cheerleaders, and we can't have that. Good, and if they line up properly, you can get them super quickly. So what about this second level? That didn't work at all because of the way the Divine Arbiter starts. So maybe we should have them a bit further over here, and then they won't be able to do this thing on me straight away. And is one of them still alive? Oh my goodness. Good, got him just as we fell down. That one does work, but only if you put them kind of slightly further away from the people than you're meant to. Oh no, just save the file normally, come on dude. This is slightly loud, turn it down. Oh, my hand is really in pain, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. Then this one is fine. These first levels are just atrocious. Then it gets a bit better after that. Bomb cannon cheerleaders really far back. This is another one of the confusing ones. Bomb cannon cheerleaders. But we need squires on the front corners and a barrel roll around 4 peasants at the back. That's what I decided on anyway. Right, hang on. To have them on the... Oh yeah, I remember this now. I obviously want to be this person. Why has that happened? Aren't they meant to all go on this guy with this particular setup? Oh, maybe we should go and get more of them then, I don't know. Four of them. No, get your head in the game, Dan. Come on. More peasants at the back, and then they shouldn't teleport onto these guys at all, if we're really lucky. Okay, so that's not... We needed to update that a little bit. Bomb cannon plus 4 cheerleaders, plus bait squires on the front corners, plus barrel roller, plus peasants at the back. Just in general, we need lots of peasants. Unfortunately. Oh dear me. Right, hang on. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I returned. Sorry about that, I need to go and use my inhaler. And get more water. Or just new water in general. Right. Pull up my strats again. And see what we've got going on. We have got number 6. This is where you have the 3 run of Divine Arbiter levels, which are a bit weird, but we can master them. We need about a few of them, yeah, something like that. Then this one in particular, number 6, needs it on bait on all enemies, right? Okay, that's fine. This is because of the liches, particularly. I don't know if there's anything else, but yeah. That one's fine. And then we need to do what we're doing here as well. And this one in particular needs... So 6 is all enemies. This one is just some on the Arbiter and in the centre. Need something like that. Maybe we can get one more cheerleader for it as well. Whenever it's on the Arbiter, it's a bit worrying because you think, okay, this might go horribly wrong. Oh, he's alive here, exactly? Right, they died apparently. And then the final one, you need some different approach altogether. On the centre and on the Arbiter... Hang on. On the Arbiter and on all enemies, you need 5,000 worth of cheerleaders. So 3,800, there we go. Thereabouts. And need these guys. A couple of lines like that. And a couple of people like that, like this. We should be good to go, I think, after that. Just follow precise clicking on this one. Sorry, where on earth is the last... Is there anyone left? There's people around the back again, of course. That shouldn't really happen. Where are these guys coming from initially? I think these are guys on the right side, aren't they? So let's check it out. Fine, that one's alright. And now we have the bomb cannon and cheerleaders. On the lick bays, I've written there. Liches behind the cheerleaders. Something like that, and we need a couple there. You need so many people behind them. That isn't clear in the notes that I've written, but it's clear to me now that I'm remembering how the level works. But that still isn't enough, apparently. That's quite frustrating. Look, I've put so many squires behind them, and there's actual bait for these people. Why are they not falling for it exactly? Go for them first, and then what? There's just infinite people behind me that I can't deal with. There's so many knights, that must be enough to kill them, surely. They're also not empowering the bomb cannon the whole time for some reason. I don't know why that's happening. I hate that strategy so much. It will work eventually, but you've got to get past the level. This is the thing. Oh god! It's so tedious. Right, you go there. It's not killing him! No! Right, the knights have to be strong enough to kill them. That does not make sense. It simply doesn't work. Oh, this is the... we need to space them a bit more. Maybe. So the cheerleaders definitely focus on me, but that's also no good, because we get other problems there, don't we? Like, what just... I don't even know what killed me there, but it was something else from the Evil campaign. That has a huge ranged explosive ability. I'm not really sure about that one, it's odd. And then we need to... yeah, this one is really ridiculous. I think that one day someone will come up with a better strategy for this. $1,500 worth of squires behind the cheerleader, so you can need to go this until about 3,000. Such a lot of clicking. Oh god, they won't do it. Why will they not do it correctly? Nothing is consistent. I'm doing this as quickly as I can, really, but it's not going to be enough to actually kill these big units. I think CGF must start with these because they're just so much less consistent. Ultimately, that makes a lot of sense. How is that not enough? Right, there we go. It does make a lot of sense. Those two in particular are really, really bad. I think from there I can probably do it. It's just those first levels that are ridiculous, but then we've got these ones which are not too bad. I still don't really like this strategy. It seems to work quite consistently for some reason. Well, just having said that, that is the worst attempt I've ever had at that now. Oh god. It's not fast, we don't get a lot of money on this one. I mean, yeah, no, starting with the others is really sensible. I can only applaud that decision, yes. Starting with those two is really sensible. We're going to do that, I think. And just to be clear, we need... yeah. Okay. None of the cheerleaders are interested in helping me again for some reason. These levels are so ridiculous. I don't know what they thought you were meant to do to do these ones properly, but there we go. No, I already have things placed down there. That's a shame. I'm pressing F as quickly as possible, but it doesn't work. Off the sound, I'm afraid. Of course. course, it's these two again. Guys, can the cheerleaders not do this? No. I don't remember what you meant to use for this one. Yeah. There's really no point in me controlling him here, I don't think. Oh man. Oh, I don't remember this one again immediately. I can't remember what it is. This is so appalling. This campaign is much worse than the good for any kind of consistency. Or having things work in general. I think this is awful. Why is it like this? It's so bad. The third level is you put some peasants down and cheerleader from the... But I've written it in a stupid order on my thing, so I need to really remember to put it like this. And then you do like something like this. And they've not got themselves into a very helpful formation here. Okay, that was alright. Can I remember what you meant to do for this one? No, it's just really far over here, I guess. This one's a simple one, that's why I can't really remember it, I suppose. I'm thinking it must be something complicated, and then it just isn't. At least when you like this, the cheerleaders have no option but to help you out. And then after that you start going on to the annoying ones where you have loads and loads and loads of bait. Why are there just random letters throughout the whole thing? I've not meant to do that at all, but... Oh my god, my head hurts so much. Why? Don't know why, but I'm having some water. Should hopefully improve it. Should hopefully improve it a little bit. I don't know. Alright, Gravity, you right? Trying the evil campaign, and I can comfortably say it's my least favourite one that I've ever tried. I think it might be more annoying than the start of the good campaign. It's so rubbish. The things you've got to put down to beat these levels quickly is... I certainly can't come up with anything better than what CGF has used for a lot of these levels. The actual evil map, I can't come up with anything really any good, because the units are just everywhere. This one is number 5. And for this, we've got to use a bomb cannon. Oh my god, I don't know which one to place down first. It's ridiculous. Bomb cannon, cheerleaders, bait squires on the front corners, barrel rollers and peasants at the back, which means we don't really have... Okay, what we need to do for this level is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, something like this. And then something like this, but not too much. There's no way to price this. How many of these? I need 4 cheerleaders. Speed running. And then that should kill all of those guys at the back. And if it doesn't, the peasants should probably pick it up anyway. So we don't have to worry too much. Oh no. There we go. Then we go into a series of levels where you have this, but it's a little bit different every time, so we need to be very careful. So this one's just about as inconsistent actually, so there we go. Is this the last guy, seriously? Right, there we go. Trying to remember them so I can do them later in the run. This one. And then we need a few in the centre like this. Certainly a lot behind the Divine Arbiter though, so he's protected. Is that the centre point of an attack? He is, of course. And there's always something left alive. Like behind here, why is he there? What's he playing at? Oh, it doesn't make any sense at all. I don't understand how he's got there. This is the thing that confuses me so much. You must have fallen off the back of this. Which means that in order to fix that, you can't put things too far back, otherwise it won't work. So we've got to put them all here. Which means the cheerleaders are more vulnerable. They're actually much more vulnerable, yeah. We're going to have to put things... Kill everyone behind us first, that'll make that more consistent, I suppose, won't it? A little bit. Something down there again, is there really? Oh, these first levels are not good. The only way we're going to be able to do this is by having actual run tries, I think. Let's just see if we can do some runs. Okay, let's go. Oh, not quite like that. Let's try again. Bron, if you're still there, could you kill them, please? I beg you. Thank you. I don't think he is. Dumb. No problem, I will stop the run. Oh well. Why did that one just lie down and it didn't even move again a single time? Is this the effect the Reaper has? Not aware of that. Oh, for goodness sake, Reaper, what are you doing? He's not even trying to kill them now. Oh, the first levels, the first 10 levels in this one are ridiculous. They make no sense in terms of consistency or speedrunning at all. Not that they're meant to, of course, it's just a campaign for a game, but you'd have to come up with some ridiculous strategies that are really complicated to beat these. Then the rest of the campaign is so easy. What the hell happened there? Why did... What? Oh, God. There's nothing I can do to make this better. Just gotta try again. Even as a single player, like if I was controlling this directly, the only thing I could do was keep swinging. And the AI seems to be a lot better at actually killing things or dealing these big hits when it takes over. Not always, mind you, but usually they're a bit better, right? Certainly here is like very average. I think I could use the same. Who is alive? What? What? They don't have any health left. Not really. That's far too slow. Okay. Oh, they do have health left, but it's not fair that they have health left there. That doesn't feel like a very legitimately alive person. Oh, come on. He's not even trying. I'm going to have to take him over personally, I think. Here. This is just not working at all. What is happening? No, that's not working at all. Good God. Can't be serious. How is he actually okay? No, I can't believe this campaign is a joke. First 2 levels, can't do them. This Reaper is really frustrating because they're sometimes so much faster than a human could ever be. Sometimes hopelessly slow. I suppose that's true for quite a lot of configurations. Why did you not just wait until there's 2 people in your line of sight? It's not too difficult. I know I could control them, as I say, I'm not... It's just not really any better if the human does it most of the time. So much, and he's just fine. Again. This is the one that's in a stupid order on my spreadsheet, but... I can manage it. You're joking. Why are the peasants so ineffective? Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm meant to be using the load remover, is it not working? No, it doesn't want to work. I've set it all up correctly. Why is it not using that? Thank you for telling me, that's helpful. Game time. Using Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, yeah. Compare against game time, yeah. Why is it not doing it? No, it is pausing, okay. It didn't look like it was pausing there for some reason. Don't really know why. These first 10 levels, they are terrible in speedrunning terms. You can just get past them, the rest of the run should be a doddle. But it is a nightmare in terms of consistency, certainly. There we go, got him into the pit of death. That's good, well done. About 15 seconds is what you really want from that. Good enough. Not sure how that didn't kill him. Not a great AI configuration, but not too bad at all. Oh, this one is a nightmare. It's no way to cost it at all. I think about there is not too bad, but then the rest of it is madness. That was so quick, it actually is brilliant when it works out. Where we should be aiming. Of course. No, don't go down there. This is the AI being at its stupidest, possibly. I don't know how I didn't see him, to be honest. Oh, we go here first. His first few are so just pitifully slow. It's quite incredible, really. Someone behind here, naturally, I would imagine, yeah. Oh my god, there's so many people alive! What in the fuck? Where were they? Sorry for getting so annoyed with this, but these first levels are a joke. They could be 1 second or 25, or they could not work at all. It's pathetic, the start of this one. Oh. Yeah, I'm really not liking these first 10. Oh, come on, man. You can get him. Oh, you're not even trying to hit them. Why does he do this so much? I don't really get it. Oh, god damn it. It's better, but he needs to be a bit more efficient with this. There we go. I mean, why is it just missing all of them on purpose? It feels like at times. Got them all in a stupid group there at the end, which it sometimes does, which is nice. Just do a little bit of tiny bit of splash damage is all it needs. Alright. Wait a minute, which one are we on now? Oh, this is the stupid one, yes, of course. Well, the one that I have a stupid strategy for. It doesn't actually have to be a stupid level, but I've kind of made it so. Really good when it works. When it doesn't work, it's a nightmare. Oh, nicely done. That's not entirely surprising, to be honest. Setup is taking quite a while for all these, but I think it's probably worth it if I'm just being careful. It should be more efficient if anything, but it might not be. Might prove to be totally pointless, we'll see. He's still alive, seriously. That's something else. Oh, over there. Okay. Isn't then Squire's bait on liches and behind cheerleaders? Yeah, okay, I remember that. Okay. This is one of the inconsistent ones. What just happened? Oh, I need some at the front as well, don't I? Of course. Oh, there's one in the cheerleaders again. It's so annoying. Doesn't make any sense that they're there, but they are anyway. There we go. This is the one which is really stupid, but we need to get it right. So the peasant curves and 1500 worth of squires behind cheerleaders, of course. So go with that much again until we've, yeah, thereabouts. Get a load of these guys to make absolutely sure that it will work. They shouldn't be able to do that. Oh, I wish it would stop doing that. It just keeps interrupting everything. The bomb cannon just kills my friends immediately. There's nothing I can do about it. Why does it happen so much? It shouldn't be possible for him to do that. It's pathetic. This level is so stupid. You might get it sometimes. You might not get it other times. Oh my god. Is it worth continuing this? Seriously, there's nothing I can do to stop that. It just appears and kills me. And earlier efforts have got to work, the peasants have got to survive. That's literally it. The cheerleaders aren't even trying to help me anymore. This is the worst part of this level by far. What a terrible, terrible level that is. I mean, seriously, I really, really don't like that one. This one is even more frustrating in a different way. Look at how badly this has started. What are they playing at? Fools! There's only one useless person left alive. If I simulate it again, it will be completely different. It's not okay. There's nothing I can do to affect this one at all. The first person you control always seems to die. Instantly. Oh my god. Just try and get them, please. It is that time where I try and get the record, of course. The trying is the important part. The getting is not always guaranteed. Wait a minute, I can't even afford that. Did I just write it down wrong? I think I might have done. I didn't even get hit by the potions that time. What? What? This is a very silly one. But I do quite like the strap for it, so I'll give it that. Raptor Riders, what are you playing at? That's not helpful at all. You're meant to stop that almost completely. What am I testing? I never had it. I never got killed by them all. Oh fuck! They haven't even tried to kill them. This is not going to work. He's ready for another strike. Oh, we just barely get him in the end. How does that even happen? What a stupidly terrible campaign. Oh my god, I don't understand how CGF is able to have any sort of patience running this. This is just a nightmare. I don't think the Raptor Ride is a very good mate, I'll be honest. Whoop, give me some more of them. Having it further back is pretty effective, but not always the best. When you have the auto-targeting, I'm aiming so low down and they're all going over for no reason. Why do we have Stealth Man in here? What's going on? Stealth Minotaurs, isn't it? Lower corridor, far back, Shadow Walkers on rooftop. I don't need a bunch of them. Two levels where we just need bomb cannon shit. Yeah, this is a slightly more relaxing segment now, actually. Can't do anything about this barrage of bombs coming towards me. Why? What? Okay, it wouldn't aim to the left for a second there, I swear. I don't quite know what went wrong, but okay, bottom left corner bomb can cheerleaders. Up the top here. How many more levels do I have to go? I don't think this is very good pace at all. I spent about 2 minutes trying to beat that level. Certainly the worst level, I think, in speedrunning so far, I would say. Pretty comfortably that it is. Radiant... oh wait, no, this is the annoying one, isn't it? Yeah, of course. One of the annoying ones anyway. Didn't really work that well in my practice, but it seemed to be quite consistently able to finish, even if it wasn't super fast. Every time. So that was good. This one is a bit... I put one of them on. Oh, no, I never want to be the... I never ever want to be them. The game should really know that I never want to be one of them. There's no reason for it to, I guess. It's been so long since I did this one that I don't actually remember what I'm doing now. I'm going to have to try and see if we can do it with a series of these boys. don't really remember if this is exactly the right formation or not. I don't think it is. Okay, he's not dead for the moment. Hang on. Fortunate enough that they killed my cheerleaders. That's not actually always a good thing, is it? Let's see if my ultimate strategy works. Oh wait, no, this is not what I wanted to do. I need to have 2 people on here. Otherwise the glaives really struggle. Might as well do it with a slow Zeus at that point. Nice, they got shield people down, very nice. Oh, come on. This is pathetically slow. You're not really helping me, are you? Just going a bit mad on this one. Is there a giant skeleton? Like, randomly generated one? That's crazy. Oh, don't give me any grief with that, please. I was very careful to put it a bit further away than I last time tried. Than I tried last time, sorry. This is not a very good time considering my efforts today, but it was retake it, I suppose. If it gets taken. 13-14. Ugh. Considering the effort I put in. It is a record by about 40 seconds, 45 seconds. Nearly 42 seconds to be exact. I'm not really a fan of that campaign, I'll be honest. That's a very weird one. Oh dear, it took another 2 hours to actually learn, execute properly, and then get the record. But since I've bored everyone to tears with that stream by evidence that I have basically 1 viewer on Twitch and none at all on YouTube and have him for about an hour and a half, I'm probably going to leave it there, I think, today. No, I don't want to say. I don't really want to say it. I don't actually care that much. Format seemed to work in the end, so whatever. Whatever. I have a recording of that. Fine, all good. Anyway, thank you so much if you did watch today. It's very kind of you. I will see you soon. Probably tomorrow, probably won't be for tabs because I have exhausted my spirit on that, but I do technically still need the legacy time. So maybe we need to look at the legacy as well. I don't know. See you soon.